Okay, this is the second application problem that was on the handout from Tuesday, week 6B, applications of quadratic functions. And this is the revenue of a business. The price demand function of a business selling Wacky Wings is P equals minus 0.4x plus 5. So that's important. We should write that down. So this is the price demand. That's little p equals minus 0.4x plus 5. X is in hundreds and the price is dollars per Wacky Wings. Okay, the revenue is the number of items sold times the price they were sold at. So that tells us that revenue is X times P. Units is X, P is price. So it's inconvenient to have a function in two variables, especially when one of the variables can be rewritten in terms of the other. So I'm going to rewrite this as I'm going to substitute the price demand function in for P. And so here's my revenue function. I can distribute my X, so I get minus 0.4x squared plus 5x. So there's my revenue function. Okay, the next question is, what is the maximum revenue and the number of Wacky Wings that will be sold? So this is a revenue function. It's a quadratic revenue function. So my maximum revenue occurs at the vertex. This is in general form. So my vertex is at HK, where H equals minus B over 2A. So there's A and B. So that's going to be minus 5 over 2 times minus 0.4. So I consult the calculator. Minus 5 divided by, parentheses, 2 times minus 0.4. And you get 6.25. Now one thing you have to be careful of, that whole bottom should be in parentheses. So it's minus 5 divided by the product of 2 times minus 0.4. And that's 6.25, and this is 100 Wacky Wings. So we should sell 625. Okay, so that's the number we should sell. The next thing we need to know is, what is the maximum revenue going to be? So we take our H and we plug it into our function. And what that's going to do is it's going to tell us what our maximum revenue is. So minus 0.4 times 6.25 squared plus 5 times 6.25. So that comes out to be 15.625. So that's the revenue, and that's in hundreds of dollars. So $1,500, basically. All right, and the next part of the question is, what is the price that should be set to maximize revenue? If my price is too high, I won't sell enough and my revenue will be smaller. If I set my price too low, I may sell more, but because I'm selling them for less per item, I will still make less. So I need to set the price at the point where this is going to be what I sell. So I set the price. So I use the price demand function, and I plug in X. Because that's, so remember the price demand function is minus 0.4x plus 5. And there's my X that I'm using, so it goes right there. And so, put that in my calculator. And I get 250. So I should set my wacky wings at $2.50.